Welcome to the great podcast. Welcome to the great podcast. Kate,
I'm grand in the right.
job. In the right moment. We have our guest here.
So crazy.
Hey, powerful.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Makhosazana, also known as Mickey the Poet. Yo, I have so many titles.
Tell us all of them.
Okay, I am an electrical engineering student here at VUT, but I am an artist at heart. I'm an actress. I am the former Deputy Secretary General of SCO. I am the Deputy Chair of Creative Arts. Yeah, and I'm the chairperson of a book club that I created in Soweto, that I started back then in Soweto. Guningi, but yeah, I'm an all-rounder.
Where are you from?
I am from KwaZulu Natal, Zulu, Ebekville. I am pure Zulu.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Where in KwaZulu-Natal?
Ebekville. From the village.
Oh.
I'm a village girl.
Oh. This is where we must bring more cows.
I'm a deputy chair of.
What are you doing?
I'm the president of the chairperson.
You're not happening. LVUD is like that. People who we know they are have potential to become something, they are participating. That's why everyone who's good in something, they are participating.
Oh.
So I don't know where to start. Let's start on the. Okay, so you're doing electrical.
Yes. Yo.
Okay.
Yo.
What's the problem with electrical?
Yo.
You're complaining.
You're
studying. You're working. You know.
Yeah, I'm doing both. I am finishing off, and at the same time, I am working, trying to balance into because hey, you know.
Yeah.
Home situations type of thing. So yeah, rent really quirky, you know, at the end of the month, and you know, so I need to. No.
So how you are balancing between employment and study?
It's, to be honest, it has been one of the toughest years of my life this year, and I'm just winging it. You know, I'm just winging it because there's just so much that has happened, and I lost my older brother April. We buried my older brother around April, and I think that there's a part of me that died with him, you know. So I'm dealing with grief. I'm dealing with adulthood, you know, trying to balance. Skolo ngapha kuningi man. Hey, yazini masalad.
But you are
I
managing.
hope we see it. I hope. Like then, as in deal with like.
I focus.
Sure, why would you?
She can't be this beautiful in the field.
Hi bongoba.
We're failing.
Pendul. Ishofuthi.
Ngoba.
This is a mokulum.
How? Yindaba. I mean, who's failing?
Ngicela uthi uyangithanda ngesikini.
Ngiyakuthanda.
Hayi ufakele yakababa mama, like you understand.
I can't tell. Ungake expose kanjalo. Ngithi ngiyakuthanda mama. Ngithi Nkosi yami.
So management here.
You can put the arrangements now.
Extra room decorations.
Take your things.
Uzokhona ngeke. Uzokhona emazulwini. Hey. I'm from a very traditional background.
The one
actually.
service man. Who in the house? No.
Angazi.
I'll give them 10, and another one I'll give them the bribe packet.
But I don't really want money. Maybe my lobola might be half cows, walking cows, and money. But I want walking cows.
Don't say have cows. Shaka man, cows.
Then get in Jemfeling common just hambayo.
Yes.
Ufike nje uzithulule zonke zithi ezikhuluphele, you know, not lezi eziwendile zala. Nami ngiyangibona mos ngiyadlala.
Unfortunately, our studio is not that big enough. We're gonna allow Uri just to greet.
Peter, no.
It's fine. We're not there. Okay, let's go to. I think maybe Katie, you're not. You know, she was. She appears on Gomora. Can you tell us about that? She was on Gomora. Gomora is.
Yes. Yes, I was on Gomora. And then that had to stop because I wasn't managing it in school. Like I told you, I'm doing a course that requires so much. Engineering is a lot because it's not only theory, but it's also practical. So you cannot skip a practical class. And so I was expected to be on set from 6 a.m. I would just say 6 to 6, basically, you know, and I travel to the studio in Joburg, Egyptian. Sometimes it depends. If his set is on studio, say Egyptian, but if his set is like straight in, say Alex, you know, and it was just taking so much. You come back tired, you can't study, you can't do anything.
How many months was the contract?
I did not sign a contract. I entered through an agency type of thing. It was ITMA, but ooh, child, yeah, let's not go there.
Okay.
But yeah. So I stopped because of that also, you know, because being a manager, and also I was doing a lot of things. As you can see, I participate in a lot of things, you know, ngapha creative arts, ngapha khona, you know, there's a lot. So yeah, my journey had to kind of like pause kancane.
So you don't love that. You don't love that when you say, you know, I understand that you have a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
And the issue of acting, you're just doing it for now, or you have plan of continuing with it?
No, I love it. Ne? However, I love theater more than television, right? For me, theater is, you know, theater, you portray it's raw. You portray your raw emotions, are able to have that raw interaction with your audience. But when it comes to television, you know, there are a few tweaks here and there. There's editing, there's, you know, there's a huge difference between theater and television. So I do see myself being an actress, an international actress, like your Tusombetu vibes, you know. Yeah, actually, it wasn't something. It's, you know, I'm testing waters or environment. It's actually something that I really love. Hence, I started.
Anything to do? I do after something related to acting. Instead of engineering, because I feel like if you're doing a course that's related to what you like, that's going to make it easier for you. Like now you're doing a course that's also demanding you to move away from your passion.
Whew, that one is a tough one. To be really honest, I think coming to Val, I did not like wake up and choose to come to Val. I think I always say that Val chose me, because even being here at Val, I've grown so much, more especially in what I love. Yeah. You know, I came here obviously for Iskolo, but then again, you know, you know, I did not really have a good upbringing, so it was more like an escape. Ukpuma, where I was staying, you know, to come to, and I remember, funny story, I remember when I came to register for the applications, by the way, I did late applications, and I was just ticking, you know, I ticked photography, I think, and then that person who was taking from looked at my results and looked and was like, I get, you have to choose something else, you know, because your results are not really for, so sometimes, you know, you do have the grades to do something, and then, but it's not entirely what you love. You know, growing up, I've always wanted to be in health science field, but as a person, maukula, you evolve and you start rediscovering yourself, you know, and saying, actually, yeah, I'm good in science and maths or whatnot, but this is what makes my heart smile. This is what keeps the fire burning. This is what I love. And for me, that was art in general, poetry, acting. You get exposed to so many things, Mawu art, and yeah. So why engineering even today? I cannot answer that. One person once asked me, why don't I just, when this whole Gomora thing came, "Hey, this is your breakthrough. Why don't you just, yeah. But I always tell people this, that it does not matter how long it takes, but I feel like I owe it to myself to finish what I've started. I have encountered so many challenges here in the Val, financial challenges, even system challenges. This thing of not being able to add modules and stuff. It has really, it has greatly affected me. Could have been really far by now, but hey, yes, this is where God wants me currently.
Yeah, but I was against you, yes.
So
God wanted you to wait for the green podcast. Yeah.
So yeah, I owe it to myself to finish what I've started, and that's definitely what I'm going to do. And even when I'm done with this engineering, I will go off and pursue what I love. I get. I just don't know. I just don't know.
But you just believe so much that God will align you with what you love.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that when he said with Jeremiah, I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. And I believe that everything that is happening in my life is scripted. Kuhlaliwe phansi kwahlelwa, kwagqitshwa ngami. So whatever that I face, it's part of the process. It's part of the journey.
Women who's beautiful and know the word of God. And,
hey, because now it's also a thing of you feel like the challenges that you're going through is preparing you for greater things.
And it's not cute, honestly. I've cried. I'm a crybaby. For some people, before I can do something or when something really hurts my feelings, I have to cry first. At least in me, but I'm definitely gonna get it done. So I think, if I just decide to up and leave and drop everything, the tears would be in vain. The hard work, the everything that I have went through would be like more like all these years and So
I wanted to check something. You say you love theater, eh?
Yes.
Yes. So, are you a writer on maybe short stories? You ever write something, short story or something?
Yes, I do. I have, but I have not yet.
It's raining outside.
Oh.
No, it's okay. It just changed, man.
Sure, where I say about, but yeah. Yes, I do. However, awaga shootwa or angaga put implementation. I write a lot. I read a lot too. I don't only just write poetry, but I have a lot of plays, a lot of films in my mind, because with this career of being an artist, I see myself it's a long-term thing, probably all the way till eternity. It's just that you have to go through certain stages, and certain stages you meet different people who contribute to your success, more like step ladders. Yeah. I might meet someone here in university in Klampe as a classmate, only to find that with this person who will be the one who will connect me to someone who helped me start my own production company. So it's a matter of network. Yes, definitely.
Okay, if inspiration behind starting your own media production house because of what you love?
Yes, I have so many untold stories inside of me.
So if you had an opportunity to join a media house that is into videography, photography, and all of these things, but they don't have a person that specializes in skits, writing, and all of those things, would you like to join those people with skits?
Yes, definitely. One thing about me, I do take risks and I give something a try before I can just shut it down and say, it's not working for me. For example, this whole Gomora thing, I gave it a try and it was going well. But at some point, I needed to make tough decisions, So, yeah.
Okay, I hear you, ma'am. Okay, so when based to AMA studies up here, should you're gonna finish. After finishing, you also want to continue to go back to what you're currently doing. So then passion and the love of acting, it comes up cool, right? It's something that you were saying you discovered on the way. You didn't know that you're gonna be the greatest actor.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think first I started, being when you read a lot and then you start writing a lot. Okay. And then, so for me, it began with poetry. However, with poetry, it was more personal because, like I have stated, that my upbringing wasn't so nice. So each time I would write my feelings down. I would um, jot everything. Like I had a pen and a paper. Those were just my best friends type of vibe. So that's all that I had, and that's what I had utilized to kind of like express my feelings. Because the thing with writing, it requires some sort of fairness. Like you become naked. You have to be naked, and and write down everything. So it started ganjalo, and it was more like it was therapy for me with everything that I was experiencing and growing up and stuff like that, because another thing is that angikhulelang eduze kwamamami kwama that much. Uma uhlala eNatal, mina ngizile ngapha eGoli, and it wasn't. It's a bittersweet journey that I can say, because as ingane yentombazane uyamdinga umama kwesinye isikhathi, don't get me wrong, she was there, just she was far. And I mean, there's a lot that happens in a girl's life. Puberty, changes, izinto nje eziningi that you would love to have umzali wakho, specifically umma wakho phambi kwakho, but yeah.
Please, can you include like at least 5 to 10 lines of poetry right now? Makuluma, I think.
Yeah, that one I was about to answer.
Yeah, please.
So, give us something. Give us something. That's your camera. That one.
Oh.
Yeah. So just give us something powerful.
Huh. Has fallen with my. Okay, wait. Let me see which one I can do. Let me do the English one.
No problem.
He has fallen in love with my soul, but my body is the temple in which he lives. And when he kisses my lips, it transcends to the voids of forever that sprinkle our love to other celestial beings. Beings that know of mediocrity that they have been taught, not us. See, sorry, can I start again?
No problem. No pressure.
Yeah,
No pressure.
I don't know why I'm so scared, because I would do interviews and podcasts, but today, yo.
No, it's a great podcast.
Relax.
Just relax. Give us the best one.
He has fallen in love with my soul, but my body is the temple in which he lives in. And when he kisses my lips, it transcends to the voids of forever that ripple our love to other celestial beings. Beings that know of mediocrity that they have been taught, not us. See, we have learned to love in a way that sends catastrophic events up into the sky, spiraling teardrops every time our love connection is apart. Maybe love is the way in which he caresses my hips, or the way in which he wraps his hands around my thighs, or maybe love is my screams to the universe, thanking it for this moment and the moment in between my thighs and the lies I tell myself, hindering me not to see my magic. See, we could be breath on breath, lip on lip, and still there will be a million voids of forever and stars watching us. I know this is a once in a lifetime kind of love, and he resides inside the supposed lies of mine. And besides, it's like a yen for him each time as compared to the last. That's just the first time.
Who are you talking about in the poem?
Eish.
Ushilo phela uthi nabawubhala isuke iqubuka phakathi kwena.
Kwesinye isikhathi kuyahluka. Kwesinye isikhathi I do write from experiences. Sometimes I write from other people's experiences. But this one is the personal one. That's a stuff one. No. Yeah. Hey, ngithanda zomjolo. Angizingeni. I'm joking. Khona la ngathi kulunga khona. Khona la ngathi kuthembisa khona.
Ngicabanga ukuthi bafowethu nje laba la ekhaya yabona. Khona nje wakuphatha kahle and la ekhaya. La ekhaya ubuka nje into oyithandayo uzabo art bo-poetry ngicabanga ukuthi poetry naye unamaphupho align ayekho uzojoyina omunye uzokhathaza umuntu ngoba ningaphushana nje sakhe nje uvision walakhaya yabona.
I just so about Konge Kai. Maybe figure then there's a family.
You're powerful. You see, that's why she's a co-host. Powerful arrangement. I'm going to take it serious.
Wow.
After the recording, we'll deal with them. Okay, let's go. So, okay, you said you write your own poems, isn't it? So, do you have a channel or maybe a YouTube channel or you have a TikTok where you just do your poems so that people can get maybe to listen to you?
Skits even, because you're an actor as well.
Yeah. Okay. I do have a social media links. Ne? However, it's like personal. It's not work related. Let me tell you why. There was once a situation where, I would attend a lot of events around Val, sometimes get bookings, not only for poetry, but also for acting and all, you know. And I remember being booked for this other event, just kind of around the Val end. And this poet stood up and performed my work. Ne? And usually when you perform someone's work, you must say, this is a piece by Bandai, this is and she just made hers. She made it hers. And it was a poem that I once posted on my social media. And that literally so I had been skeptical about showcasing my work because number one, poetry issues of copyrights.
Yes, but you must register.
Now that I know.
The best way you must just register them.
You know, so isn't it, I think it's just the fear of having my work stolen.
By other people.
I don't mind my work being done by other people, but credit, credit type of thing. So I think from that incident, and I think that's why I had not really been posting sevens. Yeah.
Not a problem. Okay, you talk about you wrote you write some because the team that I have here, the whole team, we were doing some skits. So you can write something if you don't mind. You give us. We'll act. We are balanced. We have everything.
Balance.
Yeah. So we us who are not going to have a problem.
Yeah.
We'll give you the credit. We can even put a picture when you start.
Oh wow, Peter.
Now, legit, we have content creators here, man. You can actually write your ideas or give you credit to your ideas. And if you want to direct some of the skits when you have time, you can tell us, we'll set it there, you come, we direct the skits, you know, like, it's creative.
Because I think I've always been in front of the camera. I've always been maybe the actor, you know. I've also done like films like Live Valley, like with Colin. I don't know if you guys know Colin Matimela. Yes. Yes.
When can we get that guy to interview? Because people are always talking about him. I don't know him.
I think Mrs. Nampo Mahandane can make the arrangements to be happen with Colin.
Yeah, have him interviewed.
Yeah, we need him. Because I had him do even animation.
And he's now also a lecturer at Cape Log. So yeah. So yeah, and
I shared it.
So I've been really kind of like putting myself out there. Yazi into muithanda, you would like nanomumuntu angakuvusa ngo3 at way. You get up and go for it, you know. And for me, when it comes to this journey of being an artist, that's just how it is, you know. And at first, Benga, I would do everything for free, like, you know, the shooting. I know shooting takes time, it takes time and it's quite exhausting. But most of the work that I've done it for free, you know, not having to charge maybe Abanta Shooter Nabo or whatnot. Yeah, and also putting myself out there, cooler, because also there's a lot that you learn in a setting of having a crew and different scenes. For example, the director, there's a lot that you can learn from the director. There's a lot that you can learn from the director of photography, from Yabo, a lot. So I also interact with people a lot. But I've also attended like competitions. I've been doing poetry, words of wonder poetry. I've actually met a lot of talented people. And like Ival is very talented, has a lot of talent. Val, arts.
Val,
I give it to them.
Check, the creative. Okay, let's talk about creatives. You are part of creatives. How's creative? Just take us through the creative.
Sure. You know, starting the group with Mamsi. I don't know if you guys know Mamsi, but yeah.
Yes,
it was based on personal reasons, you know, combined personal reasons. There's, like I've told you, different challenges, traumas, childhood traumas growing up, a lot of situations in J led us into starting the group. But also, it was to bring back the spirit of art in the Val. Because when I got here at Valley, I had okay, there was things like back of the calf, something like that, the soil, Viva Valias, all of this, but so another thing, it was to also bring back the spirit of arts in VUT. Art heals, guys. Art heals. You know, art is therapeutic, and also another personal reason was more like for us it was also therapy. You know, when you love something, I can literally go on stage and be going through the worst and perform a sad piece only to find that it is healing me inside of a certain trauma, or it's healing me inside of a certain situation or circumstance, for example, you know, and I'm just there on stage. Especially with poetry, you just stand and then you just bleed. You know, a lot of people, the audience, when you're done, they clap. Yeah, that's such a nice poem, only for them to realize later that you are actually living that poem. You are the poem that you just performed, you know. So yeah, but not all poems are personal poems.
Yeah. So I want to check something. It happened on this thing of acting or even poetry that it can happen that you are given this kind of character. Yeah. Maybe you are given the character where you are struggling or something. Maybe something that is emotional.
Yeah.
It happened that you end up crying. You cry really on stage. Yeah. And you ask people going to feel like you are just acting. But maybe you do those kind of, or you are trained the way that you don't attach with your emotions with the part you are doing.
Okay. I think with different actors and actresses, they apply it differently. With Makhosazana, if I'm going to be given, for example, a character of a child who was raped, for example, ne? There is Umakhosa. Okay, let me name that person, maybe Mbali. Ne? There is Makhosazana, then there is Umbali. Two different people, or sometimes depending on the description of the character, they might have some certain similarities. When I am on the front of the camera, Makhosazana must die and Mbali must take over. You know, I begin to be Mbali. I begin to be in Mbali's shoes. I feel Mbali's pain. I portray Mbali's emotions, because why? You know, I think also there's always that visual picture of that particular character that you're playing that somehow aligns itself with my emotions. Wako.
So if you had to play a character for like 2 years of a specific person, like 2 full like straight years, would you think you'd lose some certain characteristics of Makhosazana? How do you come back and be yourself while you, on a day to day acting to be this person?
Anyeke kube lula ne, but like I'm saying ukuthi isaqala into, you have to be able to distinguish good there is Makhosazana, then there is Umbali. Maybe from 6 a.m. until 5 p.m. in studio, I am Umbali. But when I get home, I must be Umakhosazana, because I cannot focus on Umbali kakhulu and neglect Umakhosazana, because along the way uzobonisa. You get what I'm saying? Because Umakhosazana umuntu ophilayo, or true, or real, or Umbali, it's just a character, a fiction. You understand? So you have to be able ukuhlukanisa between Umbali no Makhosazana. Yes, you guaranteed you will feel deeply, and at some point you will even start having habits and act like Umbali, you know. But yilento leyo ukuthi you set those boundaries.
What are the biggest challenges in the industry that you're in as a woman?
You know, being a thespian, I think I would kind of like call myself a thespian. And being a woman in this industry, it's tough, because you get to a production company and there's a specific role. Okay, Makhosazana, no Ket, for example, they are auditioning for the same role. And Uket nails the role, emotion-wise and everything. Umakhosazana uyateka. But that producer, because mhlambe Umakhosazana would want to sleep with Umakhosazana, would sell you the idea that if you do this, the character is yours. Never mind Katleko's perfectness and talent. You understand? And those people, in production companies, they do have layo mandla kwesinye isikhathi yokuthi bakufake to that role and automatically it's the beginning of your breakthrough. You understand? So issues of harassment we do have in the industry, especially as a mawuzoba hey imama elihle elime kahle and sometimes you get denied opportunities that you deserve, because of such things. There's issues of harassment, there's issues of agencies. Yo, Futi.
So it means if you are principled enough.
Yeah.
If you are good, you are good, but they want this, and when I say no, I rather lose this. They don't care. They are pushing their own money.
Yes. And I think a lot of thespians also fall into that, forgetting the fact that yazi uyakwazi ukuthi udume for like 2 years ukhohlweke ngawo. Do you get what I'm saying? Like udume nje, for example, remember Babes Odumo, like uvele waduma and everyone was like Babes Odumo, Babes Odumo. Right now we know Babes Odumo, but sekhona bo kamumpela, sekhona bo, you understand?
Yeah.
It comes and
goes. From Soweto to the top, even now.
Young understander. So it's this industry, it's not all rosy. It's not that cute. It's not what you see at times. There's a lot that happens with my background. But if you are a disciplined person, it's not worth it. For me, it's really, I'll keep trying. I mean, talent yakho will open doors for you even in other places. You understand? Nothing beats originality for me. Nothing beats originality. If ngiyahluleka la, ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngihambe ngiyenza ama-audition kwenye indawo and maybe they recognize me for who I truly am and I don't have to sleep my way up. You understand? Also, ngale ndlela engikhuliswe ngayo mina, there's certain things that I cannot compromise. Values and kuning.
And if we say, sorry, talking about this thing of sleeping your way up, that's what women miss. You start with one gig, you're gonna sleep your way out until to the top. It doesn't stop with that one director. In the industry we're in, Siazana, like honestly,
true.
Yeah, people know each other.
True.
Did you think more directors say SCPC, Agazano, or Netflix type of thing? You understand? If you deal with this one like ETV, this one, don't give her until so your way to the industry throughout. So
you'll have to maintain it.
Yeah, I understand. But if you come in with originality, it's gonna sustain you. But if you're gonna get the gigs through time and I had to slide this to so and so and so, it's gonna be the case till to the top.
Yeah, because I think now I get the point or why you'll have a person who's very bad in character on TV. You understand why this person is why they take this person. Because this person is bad. But now I understand
maybe
they got the cake. They got the cake. They say no, move. We're still moving forward. But the rest of the matter is, if you're not good at something,
it will show.
It's gonna show, and you're not gonna last. Because it's not all people. We must be honest. Many they can be doing it, or they want people to sleep with them to give them the freedom. But it's not all. You'll arrive and find people as principal, and it will be the lady proposing with her. And I can give you this. You say, I don't do those nonsense.
Istimasako.
And besides sleeping the way up, I went to the guys still have a connection.
Yeah, connection also.
Connection. I wouldn't say much. I went to auditions for an ad. One of the most famous ad, right? I went there. Then like when you get there, you audition. I remember the queue that day. I was sitting with Usima, the Sima TikToker.
Yeah.
So if you actually be chilling, having conversation, cool. And then it's over time. So my audition as a group because it's different like characters. Yeah. So per group, you guys have to say, okay, those are content creators, and also someone to be like, right. And the directors are harsh. You're getting a picture, kind of like the whole process.
The headshot and all.
Headshot. The previous person that got the gig last year, for that, when we got inside audition, that person was sitting in the room watching us. So automatically before you audition, so I about
Yeah.
So the person is watching, you guys are watching, you're wasting your time.
Exactly. The previous person that got the gig last year for the ad was legit watching us audition, actually the director. So already the person has a relationship with the director. What more can you do after that? And we are going to see, even when you guys are performing, even you guys are saying, I better collab. It's like they're pushing the line, not that for the day.
Yeah, just doing it for control.
Yeah, and also there are some auditions that happen internally before it is advertised.
Yes.
Hence, they would advise you, no, you must, if you want to make it as a like an actress or an actor that would get more gigs, you must be affiliated with a specific agency, because some of our auditions bawa kipela to specific agencies they work with only, and then from there babathola labo bantu, and then uqhamuka eqhushululu awusekuneshov entsha kanjani kanjani, you've never seen ama-audition akhona. Maybe those were babakhiphe internally to agencies, sorry. Yes, agencies abasebenza. And then there is auditions lanka you know, like your Black Brain Pictures umandla, and would keep auditions openly, sometimes even on Instagram, you know. I used to Instagram live, yeah, audition abantu and stuff. Yeah, that dude is really opening up the industry
for a lot of people.
Yes.
So when it comes to MA agency, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to agency? Because our agencies deal with a lot of people,
they're doing the most those ones.
You know, with agencies, you must do proper research, number one. Number two, you must always make sure that you read your contract. For me, a contract time with that agency that I had, it was just a 1-year contract, which was good because I would have kind of like signed 5 years of my life, you know. And they have to understand the fact that just later imisebenzi will like just let imali for bona, not the other way around. Because they get money through they make it look like, you know. And another challenge was an issue of I think honesty and transparency. You know, for me, mina ngiyamthanda umuntu oneqiniso futhi, you know, be transparent. Because now I'm the type of person that when I'm going to be on set and maybe there's going to be a break, I interact, I socialize. You know, socialize with the director of photography, socialize with the, or just have a conversation randomly, only for you to recognize later or to realize later, actually, this is the executive producer, this is the director, this is young understander. So you socialize. I'm not self-centered. You know, mangphakathi kwabantu, I do socialize. So some of the information I found was through interacting and socializing. No man, kahle kahle, and then this banga up. You know, money issues. You get my point. Obviously, internal politics also, you know, because Sbaning also under an agency. So when they book, they will book, for example, let's say they will book 15 or what. Also, get luga, like being a background actor, being a feature, being a main. You get, and also it varies. So hey, I wanna honesty and transparency. I think those are the core values. And if you just don't get it right there, right, Felicia?
But I feel like the solution to all this, check now, we're having a podcast now.
Okay.
We're using phones, right? It's easy to access these things than before. Why we don't come together? If you're a writer and you have a students, for example, at VUT, you are blessed that we have a student who are doing photography. Because if you watch the skit with Rob before and everything, they're better than even old movies we used to watch. The quality there, it's just there and there where we need to improve. So I feel like the best way is for us. Because one thing I love about Netflix is not like Gigia, DSTV, and Showmax. It's easy. If you drop something and it's good, they're gonna book everything for you, and you record, and it's gonna be there on Netflix. If you check now Netflix, you'll see a lot of African countries movies. But African movies are there because of what it's easy. So I believe that
But also within Netflix, I shot a movie last year, and I was a feature, talking and having lines and all of that. It was called Taking Tandy. It was a Netflix movie, Nabomo and stuff, and it was shot and everything, and it never got released.
Maybe.
And then I think so. The issue I think was internal.
Yeah.
The issue was internal. No, with paying and everything that they did, they did everything right. But releasing, I think it was 2 different movies I had shot for Netflix, and they did not release it. Like I think angazi kwenze again. Because when I keep on asking, there's like no internal issues. I don't know what happened with who, wara, in politics. There's also politics in this industry, by the way, a lot. So.
Yes.
But now, uhlalela lapha phansi like, nkosi yami umjuluko wami umsebenzi wami, portfolio yami.
I don't think it's not about the man. It's like this was a lot.
That's the thing about me. For me, it's not about the money.
Somebody else would want to pay for another production, love you from that character, and take you for something else.
And yabo izinto ezinjalo kwesinye isikhathi.
So all of these gigs, you got them through the agency.
No, I do put myself out there. If there are auditions, gupi, I go. I go and audition. I go and try. I might not post about it. I might not, most of my best moments of my life are not really on social media. And isn't there I'm doing the work in the background. What comes out to the outcome most of the time. Young understand. For you guys to see me up there, you must know there's work that is done, there's commitment that is done. You understand? Hence with my short films and all of that. For me, I don't have a problem with us doing that and shooting, but I like working with committed people. This movie that we shot with the short film, by the way, I think it was for 5 minutes or what that we shot. Colin, I think it took us 2 years to shoot it. Why? Because commitment. So I like working with people who are committed. Let's do something, do it, start it, finish it, release it.
Here is a priority. Here, if you're not serious, we chase you.
Okay.
We don't play.
Yeah.
We don't have time. If you're not serious, we'll ask you, are you not serious?
So
we'll release you.
For someone that wants to be in the acting industry or pursue this kind of features,
Yeah.
what is because you don't have an agency, but you get gigs, what is the best way to go about searching for gigs on the internet? Which specific platform you can follow on Instagram or social media that you can actually have a look at? You mentioned Black Brain.
Yeah, yes. But the most trusted pages, like about Black Brain, so like because I once went to this other interview. It was for a Netflix what. Only to find okay, fine. We auditioned everything. Havana, they out of everyone, I think they took the C3. They taking us immediately, promising us traveling expenses, what. Only to find out good it was a scam. Had I not done research after that, angazi kube mhlambe bangikidnaphile or ngihamba ama-Thailand nama-shipping what you understand. It's very important to do research, like research. You understand? Yes, those pages ku-Instagram ungawafollowa ukuthi hayi bathi kune-audition yakho, but also with that audition make thorough research.
Which top 3 Instagram pages you suggest that really is nice advertisement and as you find truthful through your gigs?
Sure. I think for now I can say okokuqala ngithemba i-Black Brain ne ezinye yilezi ezingena ukuthi mhlawumbe umuntu uyangisendela. Yeah, understand, angisendele, maybe ngenze a bit of research, call the number for inquiries or what, or maybe just go there and then immediately if the place is shady, and I don't go alone. And if the place is shady, I don't even like continue with that because I can take when you are hungry for something, you'd go there and do anything and everything for it. But I feel good for the young upcoming thespians.
Time I was told about the short time or you're not gonna feel it. It's a great podcast.
Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah. So we really appreciate your time for coming in, and we wish you all the best with everything that you're doing. I don't know if the camera, you can look at that other one.
Okay.
You can say maybe if you want people to follow you on social media,
okay,
or your work, if you are people who are interested to work with you, it's all those things you can say on that camera.
Okay. My social media account, Facebook is Makhosazana Ndebele. And then my Instagram is Makhosazana2401. My TikTok is Makhosazana McK. However, I'm still going to create professional accounts for my work. I think what you said just gave me that with Makhosazana, just go for it and stop being scared, because I've also been postponing YouTube and all of that. So I'm still going to. But if you'd like to book me, or if you'd like to know more about my work and stuff, send me an email. I don't answer DMs. That's another thing. Send me an email, makhosazanandebele11@gmail.com.
Yeah, you can.
Your email is on your bio.
Yes, on my Instagram bio. I think that's it. Because on my DM, I get a lot of creepy DMs, and so I don't.
I understand, man. I just understand.
So yeah, I think I cannot share my WhatsApp number. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We are still doing them separation.
Thank you very much, Nick.
Thank you
We
for
really
having
appreciate
me.
you. Kate.
I've been a number of the podcast.
All right.
Okay.
I'm so good, Pauline. Yeah.
So thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. It's very important. Thank you.
And subscribe.
Thank you for having me.